Welcome to CrashMagic. In this video we've got a performance of the card trick Lightning Fast Location, and immediately after is a tutorial, so if you like it you can learn how to do it. Let me show you a card trick. I really like this one and it's called Lightning Fast Location, which is a great name. Let me start by removing the two jokers and then we are ready to start. And to begin with, if I could ask you to shuffle the cards. Make sure I'm not able to see any of the cards as you're shuffling. And when you've finished shuffling and you're done, I'm going to ask you to split the pack into 3 piles. So if you cut about a third from the top of the pack and then split the remaining pack into half. Now these piles don't have to be exact, but if you want to you can switch cards between the piles. And now if you could choose one of the 3 piles, totally free choice. You want this one, okay. And then if you could look at and remember the top card from that pile while I look away. Now if you could turn over your pile so it's face up, but be careful that I can't see any of the cards apart from of course the one that's on the very top now. And then if you could put this face up pile onto either of the other 2 piles. So your card is here next to this face down card, which I've no idea what it is. In fact the only card I've seen up to now is this 7 of clubs. If you could now take the remaining pile and place it on top, so now the face up cards including yours are sandwiched in between. And now I'm going to split the pack in 2, so hopefully not where your card is, and give the cards a shuffle so that all the face up and face down cards are now mixed together. So as you can see, all the cards are shuffled in with each other. I'm not going to spread them out as we might be able to see your card, but I'll push them together. And then if you could cut the cards, actually before you do that, let's turn the pack over. So your card is now face down, so there's no chance we'll see it as you're cutting the cards. So if you could cut and complete and continue cutting the cards as many times as you like until you are happy everything is well mixed. Okay, happy the cards are well cut. So now we have a pack of shuffled and cut cards, some face up and some face down. I know your card must be face down, and now I'll attempt to find it. So I have a card. For the very first time, what was your card? Now I can't hear you, but I'm hoping you said your card was the King of Clubs. I hope you enjoyed that performance, and if you did and want to learn how it's done, I'll show you now. The good news is it's very easy to learn. There's absolutely no setup and there's no tricky sleight of hand. The only thing you need to be able to do is riffle shuffle the cards. So as there's no setup, you can begin this trick by shuffling the cards or by allowing your spectator to shuffle the cards. And then you ask your spectator to split the pack into 3 equal piles. They should be roughly equal, but it doesn't really matter too much, and they can move cards between the piles if they like. And then you ask them to select a pile, and this is totally free choice. And once they've selected a pile, you ask them to look at and remember the top card of that pile, so 3 of hearts in this case, and then place it back on top. You then ask them to turn their pile face up, just making it clear to them as they do not to flash their chosen card, and then place this on either of the other 2 piles. Again, this is a totally free choice. You then ask them to take the other pile and place this on top, like so. And once this is done, you can square up the cards, and then you're going to riffle shuffle them. Now you just need to be careful when you split the cards in half for the shuffle that you're somewhere in the middle of the face up cards. You don't want to see their card or miss this section. And because of this, and because it needs to be a riffle shuffle, I wouldn't suggest letting the spectator do this shuffle. Once the cards are shuffled, you're going to let the spectator cut the cards. But before that, I always turn the cards face over. So this now of course means their chosen card is face down, and the good thing about turning the pack at this stage is they can cut the cards as many times as they like, and there's no chance that their card will be visible at any point. So once they've cut the cards to their heart's content, it's now time to reveal their card. So for this, you want to spread the cards out on the table as they are, and then, as you saw in the performance, I like to, as quickly as possible, grab their card, get it out, and then close the cards up again. But what I'm actually doing is, look, here you can see we've got face up and face down cards, then we've got a big block of all face up cards together, and it's this group that you want to be looking for, because as you look at the cards, the first face down card after that big group will be their selected card. It always works out the same way. So after that big group of face up cards, the first one on the left, as you look at the cards in front of you, that will be their card, and you can take that out and reveal 3 of hearts in this case. As I say, I like to quickly spread the cards, find the card, pull it out, and then quickly close up the cards again. You don't really need to do this, but of course that's the name of the trick, lightning fast location. And also, even though there's nothing really to hide, I think it's better that the spectator doesn't see that big group of face up cards for too long. So as you can see, this is a really easy to learn trick, and probably the hardest part of the whole trick is sorting the cards back into the right order at the end. Well, that's the end of this video. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe. If you've got any comments, leave them down below, and see you soon.